So I just wanted to thank John from HCH for letting me on. I'm so mad. I'm so mad after such a season and then this huge gap. Everything is talked about the Rangers going for this huge run in the playoffs, the Rangers being this dark horse for the Stanley Cup playoffs, the Rangers sweeping the season series against the Carolina Hurricanes. And what happens? The first minute, Brady Shea rocks Jesper Fast, Jacob Slavin roofs it over the left shoulder of Henrik Lundqvist, and throughout that whole first game, throughout that whole second game, the Rangers skating around scared. The Rangers skating around like they were behind. And in that second game, you're tied 1-1. You allow a point shot, a knuckleballer past Lundqvist to determine the rest of the game. And in game 3, the same thing happens again. The same thing happens again. You are up 1-0. You allow a tying goal. You're still in it. And then you let a go-ahead goal just shake you. Absolutely shake you. You're tied 1-1. And you have all these opportunities. Philip Hedl, this guy, man, had an open net. This is just how the Rangers series went. He had an open net. And Gardner just feeding Brendan Lemieux in the face. And Reimer, like, you have former Leafs. You have former Leafs embarrassing you. James Reimer coming across with the paddle and stopping Hedl. This was a situation where Rod Brind'Amour just absolutely outcoached. You have the superstars of the Hurricanes absolutely just outmatching the Rangers superstars. Panarin, what do you have? 2 points in 3 games. Zibanejad, 2 points in 3 games. You're talking about Sebastian Aho, 7 points in 3 games. Svechnikov was just out there disrespecting people. Aho disrespecting Tony D. D'Angelo is about to get this guy's about to face a field day on Twitter, man. D'Angelo talking all this nonsense. And you know what? He was probably one of the worst defensively. I mean, in the playoffs, but in the series, this guy got showed up defensively. The giveaways from Tony D'Angelo, and then Aho putting it like in between his stick and just making him look silly and roofing it over Shesterkin. And that was the other thing. Like, Henrik Lundqvist, man, you got to feel bad for Henrik Lundqvist. Lundqvist, looking at the fact that he plays the 2 games, he plays well overall. I mean, allows, 1 bad goal, but overall plays pretty well. Allows 1 bad goal in the first game, maybe 1 bad goal in the second game. But in terms of the shots, he was playing pretty decent. He made some good saves. And then you bring in Shesterkin, and again, nothing changed. Nothing really changed for the Rangers. It wasn't like a blowout or anything, but you're not producing, and you're letting the Hurricanes run all over you. The possession numbers were just fully driven. The Hurricanes just were absolutely dominating. Chris Kreider's post-game interview, it's embarrassing. It's sad that they come into this bubble, they play 3 games, and they're done. They're absolutely done. And all Rangers fans, and we're all talking about that the Rangers swept the season series. But it should be realized that the season series doesn't matter because the Rangers came in and embarrassed themselves. And the Rangers, while they have the brightest future, or one of the brightest futures in the NHL, this was embarrassing. This was absolutely embarrassing. You got to feel bad for Henrik Lundqvist. Any Rangers fan, have some respect for Henrik Lundqvist because this was embarrassing. Panarin's got to be way better. Zibanejad's got to be way better. Buchnevich has got to stop going for Sunday skates. And the defense. The fact that Brendan Smith and Mark Stella are playing the minutes that they are. Tony D'Angelo defensively just so weak. So weak. And offensively, Tony D is great. But defensively, it was embarrassing. And honestly, it went from that first minute just kind of, if you don't want to watch this whole series, if you don't want to watch all 3 games, you can just look at that first minute of game 1. Brady Shea, former New York Ranger, absolutely destroying Jesper Fast, and then Jacob Slavin beating Henrik Lundqvist. That right there, that's your series in a nutshell. Rangers get swept by the Hurricanes. That's a GG's.